Hi all, in this video tutorial we are going to see one important concept of Java that is called interface. So what is an interface? Interface is a blueprint of a class which contains static constants and abstract methods. Okay, so what are abstract methods? Methods which don't have any body part. Okay, only declaration is there, definition is not there. Okay, that is called as abstract method which doesn't have any body part, it has only declaration part. Okay, so the first point says interface is a blueprint of a class which contains static constants and abstract methods. Second point is interface cannot be instantiated. That means we cannot create object of an interface. Okay, we cannot create object of an interface. So classes which are implementing interface are bound to implementation implementation of implementation of unimplemented methods which are declared in interface. Okay, so classes which are implementing interface are bound to provide implementation of unimplemented methods which are declared in interface. So as we saw, like interface contains only abstract methods, right? That means the methods don't have any body. So the classes which are implementing interface, they are bound to provide the body part of unimplemented methods. That we will see by an example. So why we are using interface? Interface is being used to achieve abstraction and multiple inheritance. So when I was teaching you inheritance, I had told you that there is no multiple inheritance in Java. But when it comes to interface, we can achieve multiple inheritance, that I will show you. Okay. So interface is being used to achieve abstraction and multiple inheritance. So let's see one example. Okay. So for that, what I will do, I will go to my Eclipse. So the way we are creating class, right? In the same way we can create interface as well. So what do I have to do? I just have to right click on my package, new, and if you see we have one option called interface. So just click here and just give the name of interface. Suppose I will give say RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so I will click on finish. So this is my interface now, and here I will create one abstract method. Okay, so I'll just write here public int public int get rate of interest. So this is one unimplemented method, right? Because I have only declared this method. I have not provided any implementation. I have not provided any body, right? So when it comes to interface, we have one keyword that is called as implements. Okay, for example, I have one interface, okay, and one class is trying to implement that interface, then we should use implements, right? So what I will do, I'll create one class here. Say I'll create one class like SBI, okay, State Bank of India, and this class will implement RBI. Okay, so now if you see, if I hover, it will show add on implemented methods, right? So what I have to do, I just have to click here, so that I have to provide the implementation of this unimplemented method, get rate of interest. So I'll just write here return 8.5, or say like I'll say 8. Okay, so what I can do, because rate of interest will be a fractional value, so what I can do here is I'll go to RBI and make it double. Okay, DOUBLE, double, so that we can return fractional value. So I'll write here 8.55 and I'll make it double. Okay, now let me create one more class and I'll name it as SDFC. SDFC. Okay, and this class will also implement your RBI interface. Implements RBI. Okay, so again, if I hover, it will show to add on implemented methods, and I'll give you, suppose the rate of interest of SDFC is 7.75. Okay, so I will create one more class. I'll name it as ICICI, and I'll click on finish. This will also implement your RBI. Okay, and if I again hover, it will tell me to add unimplemented method, so I'll give here say 9.65. Okay, so the classes which are implementing interface, they can have their own methods, but they have to provide the implementation of unimplemented methods which have been declared in interface. That is the rule, that is the thumb rule. Okay, so to test this, what I can do is I'll go to testrunner.java and I will delete these things. Okay, so basically what I can do is, so RBI R is equal to new SBI. So here what I have done, I have created one reference variable of RBI interface, but I am assigning the object of SBI, because we know that we cannot instantiate one interface. Okay, that is the rule, that is the protocol. Okay, so we cannot create an object of interface. That is the reason what we are doing, we are creating reference variable of interface and we are assigning the object of class. Okay, SBI is the class which is implementing your RBI interface, right? So I'll write here system.out.println rate of interest of SBI is equal to, I'll just write here r dot get rate of interest. Okay, and I'll give percentile. Okay, in the same way what I can do is, after that I'll use the same reference value, but I will assign the object of ICICI. Okay, and I'll give here rate of interest of ICICI is equal to r dot get rate of interest. Okay. Similarly, again I'll write r is equal to new HDFC, and I will print rate of interest of HDFC. Okay. So if you see, the reference variable is same, but we are assigning different objects to it. Okay, that means here I have assigned the SBI class object. That means it will call the method get rate of interest method, which have been defined in SBI class. After that, we are assigning the object of ICICI to reference variable of RBI interface, and we are calling this method get rate of interest. So it will call the get rate of interest method of ICICI class, which have been defined in ICICI class. After that, we are assigning SDFC object to reference variable, RBI interface reference variable, so that it will call the get rate of interest method of SDFC class, right? So if I run this, I'll get a rate of interest of each and every bank. So rate of interest of SBI is equal to 8.55%. Rate of interest of ICICI is equal to 9.65%. Rate of interest of SDFC is equal to 7.75%. So now we can see how can we achieve multiple inheritance in interface. Okay, so we know that we cannot extend more than one class in Java, but when it comes to interface, we can implement more than one interface. Okay, so let me create one more interface. For example, I will create, say, loan department. Okay, so I'll loan department. Okay, this is one interface. Okay, so it has abstract methods like public. Okay, say double ROI of home loan, then I will create two more interface, say car loan and I will create, say, personal loan. Okay, so it has three abstract methods now: rate of interest of home loan, rate of interest of car loan, and rate of interest of personal loan. Okay, so for example, SPI is also implementing your loan department. Okay, so now see, it is giving me compilation error. Now as SPI is implementing loan department interface, again it has to provide the implementation of unimplemented methods which have been declared in loan department interface. So now if I do mouse over and click here, so I have to provide rate of home loan, rate of car loan, and rate of personal loan. So if I write here, rate of home loan is, say, suppose 6.55, rate of car loan is, say, 7.85, and personal loan is, say, 10.15. Okay, so now if I go to test runner class and I will create one reference variable of loan department, L is equal to new SPI. Okay, loan department. So I have given, so I have done spelling mistake, but it's okay. So I'll give here system.out.println L dot get L dot get ROI of home loan. Okay, so if I execute this, I'll get the rate of interest. So I hope you are clear on interface. Thank you for watching this video.